You looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Hello, greetings everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. All right, we get started, and yeah, I didn't mention this earlier. November 1st, I guess I'm going to add went to a meeting or went to a convention a couple weeks ago, then the hurricane hit, so I guess it's been rescheduled. So early November, I'll have to move a webinar, but it's not a big deal. Deal with it then. So, all right, here we go. Blessings and happy energies, and here we go. This is Gabriel. Blessings. Send you energies of understanding. The new earth is opening itself up more than ever before. It has been in its movement. And this September 23rd of End of the World, which we find humorous, that is actually, those that are connecting to that, actually they are ending a cycle themselves. Those that believe it's happening. They are ending a cycle and opening up a new one individually. And this does affect others, but not worldwide. Well, in some cases, but it's only because they are shifting timelines. They are not aware of it. Awareness also. As for full awareness of what is going on, unlikely, because men are not ready for it. But they are shifting to a new timeline. And it's funny how they're telling everybody that they're doing so. So they don't quite understand it, but eventually they will. And it's for some it's major, for some it's not. But it is quite curious on how they go about when they discover it, how they discover things about themselves. And that will continue. Unfortunately, they're using apocalypse as a way of showing they are shifting. But many do see death in their dreams also. And that means also transition of change. So that's another way of showing a transition, as you can see. That is all I am here for at this moment. I'll send you energies and enlightenment blessings. Greetings. I am Artania, the Galactic Federation of Light. I am feline, Pleiadian. I am still connecting. This is a new connection for me. Our collective, yes, is sending insight into your future Earths, your future transitions, and making your choosing which Earth to live, which type of environment you wish to go into, as you are aware. But more of that will become known. You might even see your sun in a different color. It might be a slight glimpse, but as you transition more to the fourth dimension, most likely you will see a more four-dimensional world when it is needed to be seen by you. And at this time, yes, there's much weather anomalies happening here. Mexico got hit, and we do feel it as more of a reptilian vibration there that was involved with that through earthquake. From what we are seeing, yes, Mother Earth is involved, but mostly it was reptilian invasion there, as it was to shake up that land, and also a sign of things to come. So it has different meanings behind it, as your Earth is going through a shake-up. As you see, the weather is causing difficulties, but also society will go into its shift also, its change. And you will definitely see it. It will not be hidden. But I believe it will be activated more in the next couple of months. But you will see trinkles of it. The next couple of months, I believe, a heavier transition. You won't be able to miss it then. That is all we have at this time. That's all I'm here to do, is say a few words, blessings, and good day and good night. Greetings, I am Raphael. Yes, there's much great earth changes upon you and to come. And when my energy is here, I'm here to send vibrations to you all so you can see what is coming, so you can send healing to it to cool down the negativity. Because it will be a great amount. Not to say you will see continent change, but there's always that possibility. As your energies are bringing a loving vibration to the planet, but still they are hesitant to change, which causes a reaction. You will get to know this energy on your own, of course. Nothing dramatic at this time, but in your future time, yes, continents will move in your future time, for sure. So, I am here to assist with your questions.
Hi, Archangel Raphael. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
First up is David.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Have I been anywhere interesting? Or have I been with anyone interesting recently?
One moment. Well, I do see you around a lot of reptilians, but also I see one that calls himself Elvis, but I believe it's the actual Elvis, the rock star. But only visiting old relatives. Like, he's visiting his grandmother, basically. So these are peaceful reptilians, let's put it that way. Apparently you were invited to the party from what I'm gathering. Yes, it's strange here. Also, you've been on the moon a lot recently. And with Venus, but they're not going into details because that is sacred information, not for everyone to hear. Also, you have been connecting to the Orion councils a lot, but they're not going into details of what that's about either, because that is private. It has a lot to do with the Earth changes. That's all I'm being told at this time. Future Earth changes. That's all I have at this moment.
Okay. And any other messages from my Arcturian guide?
Yes, you're transitioning from the old to the new. But the Arturians say you're playing games with them, but it's more mental game as games that enhance one's vibration to go into more of a higher dimension. So it's more of like a peaceful mind game, but it's there to teach you how to raise your vibration. Imagine you can connect with this. They show colors and symbols. That's all they're showing at this time. Imagine you can pick up on that. I can tell.
I do. Yeah, thanks. So, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Emmy.
Hi, Raphael. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
Thank you for being here. My first question is, do you have any advice for me for my spiritual path?
Well, yes, you'll be touching others, not to say you're not now, but as a healer, you're also connecting a lot with Yeshua's energies to increase your abilities. I see you as a healer. When the time is right for you, you're still learning your ways. There's nothing wrong with that. But also, I feel you will feel the Mother Earth energies. You probably already do so. But the Mother Earth energies will be able to bring that healing to others in a daily, just basically like having a conversation. But your energies will send to others quite easily, from what I'm seeing.
Thank you. And do you have any messages regarding my current 3D job and the way forward?
Well, yes, a 3D job will transfer. It will change locations, but I believe you'll still stay with them in another assignment. Low key, but still be able to pay the bills. You might travel again if you wish to do so. I believe it'll be more local. I believe you're much needed where you're going to be moving back to. You're going to be needed there, most certainly. So that's what I'm seeing at this time.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Okay, next up is Daria.
Greetings.
Hello, Raphael.
Yes.
Hello. Do you have any specific messages from you to me?
Well, yes. It is like you let go of an alligator recently.
Oh, no.
And yes, you can call that one a wetback. That's one way of calling it. He has a lot of spider connections also. Basically, the reason for that connection is that you were looking for information from this individual. I believe you found it. You're maybe not in the third dimensional aware of it, but I believe it was a kind of like a secret you took from him, but it was one that he gradually gave. He easily gave it to you. I believe this is mostly an astral. So
I see. You mean the connection I had with the guy that I met?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that in visions, and wow, it took a long time for me to gain that information. I feel I've been scouting on it for a long time.
Yes, there's a castle connected to it. This is connected to what you've been.
Yeah.
The journey you might already are aware of. Can't go into it right now, but it's a journey that you're already aware of. But he's a piece.
My song, my legacies type of
Yes.
information. Yeah, I know. It's like I'm trying to find pieces.
Oh,
but
yes.
anyway,
There's actually more to it with him. He did kind of neglect his direction, as you might already see that. He kind of went back on his promise on this planet. He was supposed to be more of a light worker, but he changed his mind. He was too afraid to do it. He got caught in his own old 3D ways. He was actually going to be a healer and go into metaphysics, but he changed his mind.
okay. I'm not going to push that on him.
Oh, no,
I got
not at
what
all.
I need.
Well, it wouldn't work anyway.
Yeah, I'm glad it is over. Like,
Yes.
but anyways,
Yes, you can try all you want. It will not work. So.
Yeah, I'm not. I know where I can try or not.
Yes.
So, thank you.
Yes.
And I have a second question. I want you to, because you're Archangel Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
So many people here are like curious about your stories. And what is your significant story to or contribution to Earth?
Removing low vibrations from the Earth, major ones that want to take over the planet altogether. Yes, you do have influences here, but they're very small compared to what you are missing out on. Basically, to put your entire Earth, understand you still have free will. There are energies out there will easily take it away, but they are not allowed here. So we are battling a great amount of energies that wish to take this Earth in a prison. Imagine many of you can feel that, but there are many advanced species that you're not aware of, probably best well. Eventually you will know that can easily turn this Earth into a, yes, it's technically in some ways a slave race, but it can be a definite slave race, indefinite by the energies that are out there.
Cool, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, and I got my funny pocket earlier today, but anyways, thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Mary.
Greetings.
Greetings.
My question is if there are any messages for me.
Just to follow your heart. Yes, there has been actually a lot of younger angels around you recently. With music, you might not be able to hear them, but they're there to cheer you up in times of hard times that you might go through in your 3D world. But also, they are there to let you know that you can connect to higher energies, that you're still learning, but they are assisting you. They're like little baby, like you see in your drawings, little children angels might help you in your opening up your chakras for your connections. But I do see your intuition is increasing. You're connecting more with it, from what I'm saying. That's the message.
Thank you. And anything else? Any other message from anyone? Any from my guides?
Oh yeah, your guide said just to read more. about. It's up to you in the metaphysical world. What is that intrigues you? They are just saying, like with stones, quartz, clear quartz, things of that sort. Is good for you, and this should bring out your energies. I imagine you own some of these already, but understanding them more will most likely help you in your journey.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Marcus.
Hello, blessings. My first question, earlier today, I was meditating and I came across a transmission like the very end of it. Who was I listening in on?
Well, it feels like reptilians from what I'm gathering. Humanoid reptilians. That's what I'm picking up on at this moment.
Yeah, were they malicious?
Some of them were, yes. There's also Zetas were around also. Yes,
Okay.
you got a yes. They're not neutral, but sometimes malicious, depending on what day it is.
Okay. And my second question was, okay, I know that I have like a really good like healing energies, but as far as like application of them, what would be your suggestions?
As for what ones to use, what is it exactly?
Yeah, like how to apply it, like what techniques or things like that should I put a lot of time in to use it to its optimum?
Oh, well, the Reiki techniques. And also to build your own techniques. But Reiki is a good way to start.
Okay.
Around the head area, to open up the chakras within the head. A lot of people have a lot of depression and they get headaches. So energy around the head would be good. And also, depending on where you're reading, you can remove energies from the back also. You might feel like a spider web energy there. And that is just stuff from other people that people attract. You'd be surprised how much you attract from others.
Yeah, because I was thinking about the idea of maybe making like topas or something like that, and then put my healing energies in them and sending it out.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Whatever. Yes, you can create your own methods for sure. Definitely create.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Yes. Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Amrin.
Hello, Raphael.
Greetings.
It's good to speak to you here.
Yes.
Could you tell me what my connection is to Samael, the angel named Samael? You know him very well, I believe.
Yes. Well, you are giving this angel a lot of teachings in the past. I believe you were a mentor of this one in the past, in some ways. We're all mentors of each other. But I believe your connection with this angel was during the ancient Egyptian time period. As you were connecting to a lot of strange beings, let's put it that way, that were kind of questionable, but you said you did it for a reason, to learn from them and to teach others about them also, because some are actually afraid of them. Angels they're not always connecting to everyone. So you gave this angel a different perspective, as I see. That's the message this time.
Okay, great. And my other question is, why is it that so many beings know me? Like, they either know my energy or know myself in the universe. It's like I am with them and they don't know I'm with them energetically. And like after 30 years, 50 years, then they suddenly remember my energy that I was with them. I don't know why I know so many and they know me. What is the reason for that?
What I can pick up on is in your early life, before this one, as your early life, you say, in this universe, you're very active. You connected with many beings just to let them know who you are. And you say that hello there, I will connect to you again. You had some kind of wording to it. But you're connecting to thousands of beings. And you say, we'll run into each other again. I'll be much different because you're going through a lot of tests, as you can see. And now you have transformed yourself into many different things. Even the beings that you connected to, you took some of their energies. Well, you went through their experiences to learn how they got to where they are. So you experienced many things, as you are aware. So when they see you, they see their own energy. I believe you can pick up on that.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of tell them that even that I take their energies or with their permission, and then help them to heal them in many ways.
Yes.
To teach them other ways, and then kind of let them see through me or learn through me. And it is a huge risk, actually, sometimes.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Well, especially when you connect to Anunnaki or is it Archon and other beings that are kind of questionable. So when you connect to, you're giving them a different perspective, of course.
Yes. Thank you very much. That was it for me. Thank you. See you.
Okay, next up is Daniel, and I have his questions here. I feel there's a particular scene with a computer terminal that I keep seeing connected to my throat chakra. I feel a thick connection there, but I can't seem to see what exactly the source is. What should I do in this situation?
One moment. Yes, that is connected to your Illuminati energies. You've been making inroads. You've been getting closer to them. You just basically shut off the connection. You pull the connection, you pull the cord. But it's up to you to connect to those that are around this computer terminal. To just say, I believe you already have, but just basically say, I'm going to shut this off. I just want you guys to know before I do it. And I believe it will work. You might have some pullback on that, but I believe you'll be successful. Okay, you might have a lot of pullback with that, but I believe eventually you will be successful with it. Once you turn off one, there might be another one that activates. But either way, you will, just to wit, so you know. There might also be a room of machines connected to you, but just so you know, so you can go shut that off also. Basically, it's like a flip of a switch once you get used to it. So, and this will take you further and further into an unknown place, but you'll be fine. I believe you can connect to that. Yes, there's archons there, but I believe you'll be fine. You'll know what you're doing.
Okay, Daniel's second question. I felt some Illuminati energies opening vortexes, connecting my throat chakra to places I physically visited recently. How can I put a stop to this?
But yes, they're scanning you right now. You're making a connection to, basically, one moment. Yes, this one's a little bit complicated. One moment. There's a being that you can name called, I'm getting the name, Ashura. This is within that Illuminati energy, and you can find this person. This person might look like half goat, half man, possibly. Yes, most likely. In some ways, not entirely, but it should be a welcoming energy. And connect to this being. This is within this organization, this energy field, and it should be able to have them end this connection, or this what they're doing. Yes, it's kind of a journey, but I believe you'll be fine. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Colin.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I'm just wondering if there are any messages for me.
One moment. Yes, there's a lot of Pleiadian energies around you bringing you assistance. They are working with your chakras, preparing you for a change. I believe this change has not come through fully yet, but they are preparing you for a positive timeline that you've been thinking about for some time, from what they see, and they say it will be a smooth transition. Yes, it will not be perfect, but I believe it will be fine for the most part.
Does it have to do with me being tired a lot lately?
Yes, because there's a lot of thinking going on at this time. Yes.
Okay, thank you. And my second question, I'm wondering if there's any messages from my guides.
One moment. Well, they said there is an energy that you're still thinking about cutting from your life, but still there is much to learn there. And even if you did to cut this individual from your life, you will still most likely heal that and uncut that person. So they say it's like a magnetic connection that can't be fully understood. It's not necessarily meant to, but in astral, you're combining energies more than you might realize. In this third dimension, you're separating, but still connecting slightly. But in this astral, you're actually combining energies. They're not going into full detail of it, but it is helpful to both parties.
I see. And just real quick, so when it combines in astral, does it serve to stay connected in 3D, or does that happen regardless of the connection?
It seems like it's going to happen regardless. Even if you do cut this connection off, it will heal itself, and you'll still come back to this person, from what it seems.
I see. Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, next up is Michelle.
Greetings, Raphael.
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
I'm just curious if I could get some guidance on next move. I was offered a place to stay for free in Hot Springs, which seemed like, I don't know, very shocking, I suppose. But I don't know if that's like veering way off my path, which was not even in my head, but it could be a consideration.
As long as you feel you can get along with this person, because that is always up to individuals. We can only go so far and say, yes, we believe this will work out for you very well.
I'll be alone.
Well, it's even better then. We do see another energy that is there. That might be just your other self you have to battle. But either way, we do see that it will be fine in the long run.
Would that be preferable to Baltimore?
Yes.
Excellent. Second question, just any messages from whomever for my highest good?
Oh, yes. Yes, your guides say to just give it a whirl. You can always change your mind later. It's not like you're selling your soul or anything like that as for a move. You can always change your mind later from what they're saying. So you can always change locations after, but they say it will go up. It will work out for you for the better. And you will clear out a lot of chakras. And you might just blend into Mother Earth also. So
that sounds amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Much love.
Okay, next up is Martin.
Hi, Raphael. I was wondering if you could comment on where my nearsightedness and lazy eyes are being manifested from. And
yes. I can't hear you that. I'm going to repeat that. That's it.
Is this better?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. I was wondering if you could comment on where my nearsightedness and lazy eye is being manifested from and how I can go about healing that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that has to do with you could say, reptilian infection, Well, basically what we see, your eyes turning into more reptilian eyes. That is not the case at this moment, but I believe it's from another incarnation. Where, and this does happen, and depending on what reality you're in, where you get injected by a reptilian infusion that actually turns you into a slight reptilian, and your eyes are mostly to go first. So you're actually re-remembering that in cell memory. You might be able to see your local pharmacist to bring assistance to this, or do a meditation. How to heal this is going to be kind of complicated, but at least it'll give you an idea where it came from.
Okay, thank you. For my second question, I have to go to court tomorrow, and I was wondering if I could get some advice or assistance with maintaining a high vibration through that process.
Well, to send energy out to those that are there, because those there have a low energy. They have, especially security there. Security, actually, the bailiffs actually send out a low energy because they're expecting somebody to do something. So they're the ones that are really causing a lot of difficulty. You'd be surprised. Some of them provoke energies. They're not aware of it. So basically just put an energy grid around yourself, a positive one, and maybe a few, and just to bring basically like light bubbles around yourself to protect yourself from other people's vibrations. That should help without tiring yourself out.
Okay, thank you very much, Raphael.
Okay, next up is Pete.
Hello.
Yes. Greetings.
Hello. Myself, Archangel, Raphael.
Yes, I want to hear a little bit of that, but yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay. My only question is that I had a dream. And whether it's a dream or an astral, I saw this this event that occurred. Like it was like I saw this person or this being that looked sort of like my hybrid child or my daughter in a sense, and she looked at me in a sense, and the next thing you know, it's just started to. And then the next thing you know, it's just started to, like, she just then turns into this, like, this goldenish cloud, in a sense. And it was as if it was some sort of transformation. And I was wondering if you could tap into that and see what that is.
Because a lot of beings in your astral plane, many do transition. I believe this one changed in appearance to send you energy to combine their energies with yours, from what I'm seeing. So basically, to connect to you, they had to change form to connect to you. You might not have saw them connect to you, but I believe they did to assist you in your incarnation here. And hybrid children do this quite often. They don't tell everybody that they do that, but that is what I see. That's
and because of that, it just started. Then I just relaxing. Like I remember, like this cloud just turns into a face of a dragon. And just says, "I remember my past incarnations."
Yes. Excellent. Yes, because they need to be healed. That's why. Yes, that is how your hybrid children do operate. They don't always tell everybody what they're doing, but you know in astral, but you're not always necessarily need to remember in this environment. Blessings.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is Dragon.
Hi.
Yes.
It feels like part of what I'm doing in astral, sometimes it's helping remove negative entities, but in a way that I sometimes put myself right into the line of fire, so to speak. What messages do you get on that?
Yes, the time of, what they're telling you at the time of Napoleon Bonaparte, you were very much involved with Apparently, he was going to be a lot worse than what is in history. But so that gives you kind of an example of what you put yourself into. The reason you put yourself into that is to drown out the negativity, basically. It's kind of like sacrificing yourself in some way. It's not a suicide trip. Some might seem it might be, but it is not. It's not in your case because you know what you're doing. But it does drain you quite a bit. So basically, you send out, you like multiply yourself, you can say, like a blanket, you can say, and you put yourself out there to drown out the major negative entities. It's however you perceive it, basically. There's different ways you go about it, from what I'm saying.
All right, thank you. And my second question, I felt like when I kind of connect to my history, not just human, but other things, I feel like I don't necessarily have, I mean, I have free will, but I feel like my will is more guided by divine will, but not to the extent like angels are, like you. But I feel like it's kind of, I'm sort of in between that, and I kind of go into lower density more than, say, other beings like that may. Today I was meditating a little bit while I was walking, and I heard cherubim, and that seemed weird to me because of all the dogma associated with it. And I wanted to get your thoughts on all that.
Well, to give you more detail, you know how some individuals say they have no guides. Well, they do have a guide, but they kind of push them away, and they become a guide, basically, of their own life. And that's pretty much what you are doing also. Like, you're still receiving information from them, but they're more of a distance. Because you're learning how to, you could say, be a guide in a different way. To teach others how to do it also. It's just to help them help others eventually. So, and with these angelic energies that are around you, I believe they added themselves to you, but you allow them to connect with you for your future journey. They're not going into full detail, but it's basically, you've been under stress recently, and I believe they're there to relieve it, but also you have several projects, I believe, in mind, and you ask for assistance, and that is what they're adding themselves to. So most likely you will see them come through you ever so slightly, from what I'm saying, if that makes sense.
Yep. Thank you. Much love.
Okay, next up is Lucy.
Greetings.
Oh, I pushed
Yes.
the wrong button. I'm sorry. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
I have a couple of. First of all, I call on you a lot because of the animals and the trees. And I wanted to know if the tree that died in my yard, which is the reason why I got this place, is in New Earth, and were you also the one responsible for healing my squirrel that got shot twice?
Yes, with the earth. Yes, with this squirrel. Yes, that squirrel seems to have 9 lives.
Yes, like the cats. Yes,
And the tree does still exist. Yes, in another reality. Yes, as all
I
trees.
love her.
Well, they can only, just like humans, can only last so long sometimes through cycles. And that cycle for that tree was coming to an end. But still, you are still with that tree, so no worries there. Your energy is still... It's like you are a tree with this other tree. You are right next to it in another reality.
Okay, and also I'd like to know what you or any of the angels have for me, and mainly maybe because of my throat or my ears, but when I do my recitation of the flame, and even now talking to you, my ears are popping like I'm going up a mountain.
Well, yeah, you're opening up a frequency. You're doing a clearing, but also opening up a frequency so you can hear more. through the angelic energies. You're receiving energy from me right now to just to receive more guidance. You might not always know it's coming from us, but it'll come through ideas, as you are aware. So you'd be surprised when you connect to somebody new. It's like you're receiving information from them. Maybe not. You're not there to have a long conversation or a connection with this person. Sometimes you are, but everyone you meet, you have a reason to meet that person. And for me to like connect with you right now, I'm just giving you your mission, basically. I think you already chose to accept it. But it's basically you're getting guidance on your direction. I believe you're looking for that.
Yes, there seems to be many I can go and.
Yeah. Well, there's no reason to run into it too quickly, as you already know. Some part of you wants to, but other parts like maybe not. Take your time with it, as you heard.
All right.
There are situations where you get an option and some people just go with it. Like they move the next day. There is that. But for you, it's not the case at this time.
So I'm here for a while then.
As long as you need to be there, you will know. There's nothing that's going to come. There's nothing going to come and wash you away.
Right.
That cycle is over. Not to say that was happening, but you should be fine.
Thank you very much, and it was an honor to speak to you. This is my first time speaking to you, where I can hear you back.
Yes.
So thank you.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, just a couple more people. So next up is Humberto. And his first question, what do you see as the most probable way I will die?
In your sleep. It'll be a jet. You already know it's coming, obviously, but you won't. Your third dimensional self won't fully know, but I believe mostly your sleep. It might be some sleepless nights before it happened, but you have some time for that.
Okay, second question for Humberto. Will I ever make lots of money and be financially well off in my life?
Well, right now you're going through a spiritual cleanse. Will you be spiritually wealthy? Let's put it that way. As for financially, it is unlikely anytime soon. The idea, well, your guides are actually saying for you to, this is up to you, to write a book, to write your life or a metaphysical connection through literature will help you in a direction like that. As for lots of money, we're not connected to that, but that's not what we're here for, but like the winning lottery. But that'll definitely, we do see you putting words on paper and sharing with others. Blessings.
Okay, and my name is Stacy. And I was just wondering, first question, if I could get an angelic infusion, and if so, how would be the best way to allow that integration to happen? I would prefer it to be while I'm sleeping, so I don't get in the way, but if that's possible.
Yes, it'll be mostly through Archangel Michael, we believe, but it's any angel that you wish to connect with. But I think Michael will be there to bring in the energies. The other angels of your choosing, you can do that through mental connections. They will know. And through sleep, yes, you most likely will feel different in the morning. You might feel more drowsy in the morning because you're still receiving it, from what I'm seeing.
Okay. Second question is if there's any messages from my guides on the work I'm doing at the child daycare at this moment.
1 moment. Well, you're right now as a protector energy. And you're using a lot of your angelic vibrations sending out. I do see 3 or 4 of you there as just to watch the area. But also to bring a positive grid to the children so they can learn what they need to learn. You're clearing out a lot of negativity that's there. You're sending it out as you're there. You're not aware of it. That would be too tiresome to be aware. We are clearing out unwanted energies from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I find that mostly with the other adults, like the other teachers better there. And it's when they're having certain conversations, it's weird because I feel like I'm actually having like an out of body experience as I'm listening to the conversations they have between each other. That I can't actually believe that, you know, they are where they are. But then at the same time, I think I'm just seeing it now clearly, more conscious of it, more aware. So is that what they're referring to, clearing out that energy?
Oh, yes,
Okay.
exactly. Yes. It's unwanted energies, protected children and their thought patterns. And adults are still learning. They're still in that childlike spiritual direction. So when they become more spiritually aware, they know to clear their vibrations. They don't know what any of that is right
now. It's wild. It's wild being like clear in there now. Okay.
Well, yes, you are like a fire there, but a positive fire.
Okay.
Like you're just
thank you very much. There to stir things up. Anyway, we had someone come in last minute named April. I believe she's a new member. Could you answer one more question?
Yes.
Okay, so this question is for April. Is what I'm doing disabling the cataracts? What more can I do for my eyes?
Well, yes, it'd be mostly through a doctor to do that fulfillment. You can do it through meditation, just basically seeing your eyes clear, but also realize it's another way of opening up your third eye, just seeing through energies, basically. Calling the angels, of course, for clearing out the blockages around your eyes, but also for you to find the right doctor to clear out your cataracts. Because mostly it'll have to be done in a third dimensional way for the most part.
Okay, Archangel Raphael, that's it. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes. Send you all energies, and the angelic highway says hello. Blessings. Oh, greetings. You might have a message. Something.
I have something.
Yeah. Throw it out
I
there.
have.
All right.
Okay, thank you everyone, and see you this Thursday. Right,
Thank you, Eileen.
you're welcome.